Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Cole's Farm. It's April 7th, just after 4 p.m. here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Current temperature is 71 degrees and about 61% humidity. So it's been exactly a week since I made these splits from hive 1 and 2 into what's 4, 5, and 6. I ended up cutting out a few of the swarm cells from hive 6, which was the bottom box, I believe, or maybe the top box of hive 1, and I added those into hives 4 and 5 because they were queenless the beginning part of the day or shortly after the inspection. So that didn't sit right with me. I decided to go in, cut out a few of the queen cells like I said, and I added just one into hive 4 and 5. So I don't plan on doing a full inspection today. I'm just going to pop the tops on 4 through 6, mainly looking at those frames, which I believe is frame 5 in all of them, to see if the queens have emerged and see how they're looking. And then if I have some time or if I decide to, I might just pop the tops on hive 1 and 2 just to take a look into the honey supers and see how the bees are working them. All right, I hope that's a good angle. Here we go, hive number 6. Hate moving the camera after I get it settled, but I just thought I wanted to show you. You can't really zoom in because I have gloves on, but if you can see that, there's more bees in the super this time than there was last time, so that's always a good thing. Really just seeing if the it's honey, so they're capping some honey. All right, I'm looking for brood and eggs, other than seeing if that queen cell has emerged. There's some spun larvae on that one, which may have been eggs. From the previous hive. I have absolutely no idea how this looks on camera. I'm using the phone again, and it's a different angle, so this video is not the best. Apologize in advance. I'll tell you what, I don't want to jinx myself, but they're a lot more calm than they have been before. There's a queen cup on the other side of this one. Yeah, the dark comb doesn't really make it any easier. Oh yeah, there's a queen cell there too. So, and a queen cup on that side. All right, so even if the one queen that I left in here doesn't fare well, it's a very mature queen cup. Right there on frame 8. And this frame has a lot of nice brood too, but I suspect that's left over from the previous hive before I split them. Alright, so this one has a queen cell. Alright, let's move on over to 5. I'm really just checking. Really just checking to see if the queen cells have hatched or anything. It's a decent amount of bees in here too. And right here, connecting the frames together. So we'll see how these bees are doing. So that's just a whole bunch of nectar and pollen. You know, I said this isn't going to turn into a full inspection, but I think it's just hard not to when you're in a hive. Like, it's hard not to just look around to see what's going on. Oh, we got some capped brood there. That's frame 4. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is kind of cool. So, frame 5. I know for a fact I did not do this, so let's see if we can see that on camera. Yeah, so frame 5 of hive 5, they've produced some queen cells, so maybe they weren't happy with the cutout that I added to the colony, but they have produced their own in the last week, so that's kind of cool. Here's the cutout. 1, 2, 5, so 6. There's the cutout. Let's see if we can get that closer. That's the cutout cell from hive 1 that I added to this colony. But considering they made a few others, maybe they're just not pleased with it. And then this frame here, let's see what's going on. 7. Pollen. Some capped brood. Looks like some chilled brood. That one bee looks like it got stuck as it was trying to hatch. Right there, if you can see it. It's not moving right now. Neither are those. So that's kind of what I was suspecting. I made this split, and just very unusual weather hit us a day or two later in the form of a cold front. And then this is all, the other side is all pollen, nice new comb. And this is a new frame here, they're drawing some comb out. Same on the other side, and then some nectar. Alright, so hive 5 has 2 queen cells that they made on their own on frame 5. And the cutout that I added last week is still there. So essentially, if that cutout queen cell didn't die or anything, essentially they have 3 queens to choose from whenever they emerge. And this super, just because I heard the frames rattling around, I mean, they ain't doing a whole lot, which is fine. Not really concerned with that. I just want to make sure that they are queen right, and I guess technically they're not. So right now they're queenless. Alright, let's get into hive 4, same thing. Really just checking on the queen cells, but when in Rome, why not conduct a full inspection? Take a peek at the supers. Not a whole lot of bees in there, which is fine. I think the enjoyment I'm going to get this year is seeing these splits really take off in another month or so. Alright, let's see what we got going on here real quick. I don't know if y'all can see that, but a whole bunch of bird comb. Looks like some new comb there, bird comb, drone comb that I remember from last time. So let's see what they're up to. I'll figure out good camera angles. I think this is the hive that has some older frames in it. You can see from the staples, they never, or not the staples, but the nails, they never fare too well. Yeah, this is the one with that weird frame. All right, so I added a cutout to this one as well. Last week, I believe in the middle, so 1, 2, I'm on frame 4 now. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. It's kind of weird. Let's see what you can see if I can get behind the camera. Yeah, some partially emerged bees, or uncapped actually. I'm not too sure what to make of that. A few bees right here. It's hard to figure out where the lens is at. Right here, emerging. Yeah, this hive might blow up here soon with a whole bunch of new bees, but that's not really why I'm here. I want to see if that cutout queen cell that I added to this hive has done anything. Trying to figure out a camera angle still that works well. Like, as much as people want to see in the hive, I'm holding everything up here. It's probably a better angle. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, this is frame 7. Hopefully all this brood didn't die and get chilled. Actually, you know what? It looks like it did. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick up on this or not, but if you look in the very bottom of the hive there, I can't zoom in because I have gloves on, but there's some, it looks like they uncapped some of this brood and started removing it because it did get chilled. So that was my suspicions, even though not much is really on the ground in front of the hive. So hopefully all this brood didn't go to waste. I think next week when I come out here and I really get into all the hives, I think I'm going to transfer some frames, some good frames over, since you know what, I might just do that now.